Here at Jacksonville University, students at the Marine Science Research Institute are creating equipment that will help them better understand the ocean. In this video, we will be following our seniors in their Oceanographic Techniques class as they build an ocean drifter with the GPS tracking unit. This ocean drifter will provide us with critical data about the Gulf Stream along the Florida coast that can be used in computer models to predict the flow of the ocean. Building an ocean drifter is mostly science, but it's partially luck. Ocean drifters can be tricky to build because they have to be buoyant or light enough to float, but a weight needs to be attached to the bottom of the drifter so we can receive a signal from our GPS unit, which must remain out of the water to send a signal. So, how do we build an ocean drifter? We went to our local hardware store with a plan and a list of supplies. Although we intend to deploy this piece of equipment into the ocean, we wanted to make sure that most of our materials were biodegradable, if possible. This means that we want to try and build our ocean drifter with materials that will break down naturally over a period of time. Once we had all of our materials, we had to create a design for our ocean drifter. Our drifters have a basic design: 4 wings with materials covering them, allowing them to interact with waves, a tall post at the top of the drifter to hold the GPS above the water, and weights at the bottom of the drifter to keep it upright, allowing the GPS to send a signal. After following the standard design for the ocean drifter, it's time to be creative. How will you attach each piece? Where should they attach? What materials will you use? It is all up to you. The ocean is vast and unpredictable. It is our mission to attempt to make an ocean drifter that can stand the test of time against the ocean. Maybe your design will be the farthest a drifter has ever gone. Once you have completed building your ocean drifter, it is time to give it a test drive. We have to test the buoyancy of your ocean drifter to see if the GPS unit will stay above water. Be sure to have multiple people help you carry your drifter to a body of water for a test run. You can test your drifter in any body of water, even a pool. You will also want to attach a rope or a string to your drifter to make it easier to get out of the water once you are done with your test run. Sometimes your drifter may float. Sometimes your drifter may sink. Other times, if the current is strong enough, your rope will break away and you will have to chase after your drifter. Science is all about trial and error. Your drifter may need adjustments, and that's okay. You may need to add floats to make it more buoyant, or you may need to add a few more weights to the bottom of the drifter to stabilize it so the GPS unit remains upright. Complete as many test runs as you need. Once your GPS unit remains above the water, you are ready to go. Before you deploy your ocean drifter, you need to decorate it. Grab some permanent markers or waterproof paint, bright colored duct tape, and make it your own. We want your drifter to stand out in the ocean so it can be recognized as a research vessel to passing boats. Be sure to make your drifter stand out and write "Do not touch" on a visible area so no one disturbs your ocean drifter while it's collecting data. Now it is finally the day we launch our ocean drifters. We were able to team up with Crowley as the ship, the Cocuy, which means tree frog in Spanish, made their weekly trip to Puerto Rico. We loaded up our ocean drifters and brought them to the Jacksonville Port Authority so Crowley could launch our drifters into the Gulf Stream to collect data on the ocean. The data we will be collecting is the exact time and location of the drifter every few hours. This will allow us to calculate the speed, velocity, and direction of the currents in the ocean. It is time to say goodbye to our drifters and track their journey. We were able to track our drifters with the help of the NOAA Drifter Program, who also tracks other drifters to help better understand the ocean. They were able to receive our GPS signal so we could collect the data on the locations of our drifters. Our drifters, which are represented by the red and white tracks, transmitted a signal for about a month, giving us very interesting data. Not much data has been collected off the coast of Florida in this particular area, so we definitely consider this experiment a success. Thank you for following our journey today. Now it's time to build your own ocean drifters. What will you make it out of? Will your drifter last longer than any other we have built before? We can't wait to see your drifters and how far out to sea they'll go.